100 years ago, men had double the testosterone of the men today. The first thing I want to tell you is that you must stop listening to doctors. Now, let me explain. Doctors are going to sit there and tell you that anything from 250 to 750 nanograms per deciliter is good testosterone. Now, the average person might think that's good. However, I want you to think about something. 100 years ago, everyone had a testosterone score of 1,000 plus. So why is it that now the average is almost half of that? And to be honest, I went to get my testosterone tested, and that's why I'm making this video, because I truly do want to increase my testosterone. I was not happy with my results. I had a score of 660, but I know that I could get it to 800 plus. I know that I could potentially get it to 1,000 if I lock in and just do everything that I'm going to explain in this video. And honestly, that's now being 660. I can't even imagine when I was a teenager. It was probably like around 300 to 400, because I was already starting to develop like a woman. I was developing breast mass in my nipple area. Like, I kid you not, it's really a huge problem that no one seems to be talking about. Testosterone is very important for men, and don't listen to anyone that's going to say, oh, you're just having toxic masculinity, you know, it's not that big of a deal. Having testosterone literally makes you a better man, more masculine. Like, it just brings so many more benefits to your life. I mean, I want you to imagine a man who has low testosterone versus a man who has high testosterone. Obviously, the man who has higher testosterone is going to destroy in any area of life than the man who has lower testosterone. I want you to imagine them both put into a cage and they have to fight. Who do you think is going to win? It's obvious who is going to win. Having more testosterone will help you build muscle, improve your mental health, help you have more energy, help make you more healthy, increase your libido, and make you more masculine. So yeah, it's obvious that having testosterone clearly helps you. So don't listen to all these people that are trying to tell you that having low testosterone is not a bad thing. So the first thing that you must do in order to increase your testosterone, and I'm not a doctor, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. However, I have done a lot of research because, like I said, I want to increase my testosterone. So the first thing that you must do is just lower your body fat percentage. I mean, how many times have we seen men around the 20, 25, maybe even 30% body range, because so many people are normalizing the dad bod? I mean, when you have more fat on yourself, you become more unhealthy. I want you to think of it as two levels. The higher your body fat is, the lower your testosterone is going to be. So if you want to lower that, your testosterone will increase. Having a lot of fat will lower your testosterone, increase estrogen in your body, increase your insulin resistance, lower your energy, lower your libido, and lower your confidence. I mean, I gave you all the benefits of testosterone, and now I'm giving you pretty much the opposite ones. So it's pretty clear that having more body fat will literally tank your testosterone. And that is another thing that happened to me as a teenager. Is I was very chubby. You know, I had a lot of this extra fat on myself. But when you get rid of that, when you shred that off, that's like at least 100 nanograms per deciliter. If you're extremely fat, you'll probably get around 100 nanograms per deciliter. And even if you don't have that much fat, losing it a little bit will just help you produce more testosterone. Again, don't take this extreme and go become like 8% body fat. The best range would be around 10 to 15. Usually 12 is like the sweet spot. And also, the best way to lose this body fat is to just do cardio, go on a calorie deficit, which I'll go over more later on in this video. The next thing that you must do, and I'm telling you, no one will talk about this, is avoiding estrogens and anything that is artificial, pretty much. But let me explain what estrogens are. Estrogens are the opposite of testosterone. So just like body fat, the higher your estrogen, the lower your testosterone. The higher your testosterone, the lower your estrogen. Now, having some estrogen in your body is needed. However, there's so many estrogen mimicking compounds now that are man-made. And the problem with this is whenever they get in contact with you as a man, your testosterone will be lowered. I'm not going to go fully in depth because I do have a video talking about all the estrogens and what to avoid, but I'm going to give you the basic recap of what you need to avoid. So the first estrogen that you must be very careful with is anything that is plastic, and especially when it comes in contact with heat. So you know that plastic water bottle that you guys probably drink, and I mean most men these days drink out of plastic. That stuff is harming your testosterone like crazy. What I have is a stainless steel water bottle, and the reason why is because in the heat, in the sun, I mean, I want you to imagine these water bottles have to go probably from one state to another, all in these trucks. And what is happening? It's getting heated up, especially in the summer, and this BPA and BPS and BPF, whatever the name is for them, all these estrogen compounds, they're getting leached into the water, and then you're drinking it, and it's lowering your testosterone. And this could also be with food. You know, a lot of people, they microwave their food in a plastic container, and they meal prep in them as well. But I want you to remember that when heat comes in contact with plastic, that is very bad for you. So right now, I want you to switch out everything that is plastic in your house. Not everything, obviously, because there's some things that you just can't control. Like, for example, you can't control having a plastic remote. You can't get rid of everything, obviously, but try to get glass water bottles, glass containers. Basically, everything that you can switch to glass, the better it is, or stainless steel. You never want to use cheap cosmetics. This means, like, when you go to the store and you see shampoo, usually it's cheap, and then you just grab that one. But I want you to remember that it's okay to spend a little bit more money to get something that's higher quality, because all these cheap cosmetics, they're getting filled and filled with estrogen compounds, with artificial fragrances, there's just so much BS into them. If you just spend a little bit more money, get something higher quality, it's going to be way better for your body. You're going to improve your testosterone, improve your health. I want you to remember that health and testosterone always work together. And some more things that you must get rid of are soy and flaxseed. These two compounds or foods have been shown to be extremely estrogenic. Don't listen to doctors again. They're going to tell you that it's okay to have soy. I mean, that's why the word soy boy came into play, because when you consume soy, you literally start to become more like a female than a man, because your estrogen increases, your testosterone lowers, and when you have low testosterone, I mean, you're basically not even a man at that point. Go through your hand soap, shampoo, body wash, deodorant, toothpaste, cologne, mouthwash, air freshener, skincare products, any other cosmetic products. Go through all of them, get rid of anything that is going to be bad. Use the app called Yuka. You basically just scan the barcode and it'll tell you what ingredients are harmful for you. I'm not affiliated with them. However, this app has saved me so much, because sometimes packaging looks good, but then when you look closely and look at the ingredient list, you realize that there's something in there that's going to harm you. The next one's pretty obvious, but you must get more sleep. I mean, it's obvious, but most people just don't do it. Most people just scroll in bed at night and stay up till like 3 a.m. and they have to wake up for work or school, and they don't end up getting sleep. But studies have shown that when you get 5 hours or less of sleep, your testosterone decreases by 15 to 20%. I mean, that's a huge number. That's like 100 to 200 nanograms per deciliter. So sleep is very crucial, and you must try your best to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. And also, another thing is, try to get another extra hour in. So let's say you want to aim for 8 hours, try to get to bed 1 hour before, because it takes time to go to sleep. So always increase it by 1 hour and just try your best, try your absolute best, because sleep is very crucial. I mean, sleep is when our hormones are getting built. Sleep is when testosterone is made. Sleep is when your body is recovering, rebuilding itself. It's very important. To improve your sleep, make sure your room is pitch black, cold, and quiet. So a few more tips to improve your sleep is, 1, as soon as you wake up, just go and look outside, even if it's just through your window, just to get light into your eyes, because that improves your circadian rhythm. And when your circadian rhythm is improved, that means that your sleep will also become improved. And another tip is just sleep and wake up at the same time every day. I know a lot of people in school, and same thing happened to me as well when I was in high school. I would go to sleep and wake up at different times. On the weekend, I'd wake up a little bit later because I would sleep in. However, that is messing up your sleep more than you think, because your body is like a clock. It wants to sleep and wake up at the same time. So that's how you improve and have the best sleep possible. So the next thing that also works in conjunction with testosterone is cortisol. This is basically means when you are stressed, you're going to have less testosterone. So it's very important to work on your mental health. A lot of men these days have poor mental health, and that's why their testosterone is low. And the best way to improve that is honestly to just meditate, breathe, go out in nature. You know, you got to kind of act like a kid. Act like how a kid would when they would go outside and enjoy the world without having these stressful issues just clog their mind. So really just try to breathe, calm yourself down. Take a deep breath and start to meditate more. I mean, I'm not going to lie with you. I'm not the best at meditating, but that's something that I've been trying to work on, because I know that it will improve my mental health, and doing that will then improve my testosterone. Many men have poor mental health, which causes more cortisol and less testosterone. I mean, obviously your mental health is going to be horrible when all you're doing all day is just sitting home in your basement, probably playing video games all day, not getting sunlight, not going outside, not socializing. I mean, what do you expect is going to happen? And then you're going to hate your life, and then your cortisol is going to be high because, I mean, when you have these negative thoughts flooding your mind with all these stressful issues, of course your testosterone is going to be low because your body is first trying to get rid of the thing that's affecting it the most. Now, I also don't want you to get stress mixed up with pressure. See, a lot of the times people get that mixed up. They think that, oh, like now I can't pressure myself to work hard because that's extra stress. That's not what I'm talking about. It's very good to have pressure. I like to call it tactical pressure because that's something that you imply to yourself to help you improve. I'm talking about things like a relationship that stresses you, a job you absolutely hate. Maybe it's time for you to get a new job that you like, even if that means going like 50 to a dollar lower than what you're making right now, or just stressing about tiny problems. I mean, just realize that if it doesn't matter in 5 years, then don't stress about it right now. Studies show that during the summer months, men have more testosterone due to the sun. We've seen a huge propaganda where doctors have been telling you that sunlight causes skin cancer. However, I want you to think about it. 1,000 years ago, when men had to hunt, when they had no option to stay inside because there was no grocery store, there was nothing like that. Do you think that they were putting sunscreen on their bodies? Or do you think they were just going out and hunting the animal in the sunlight all day long? Now, I'm not saying that you must spend time in the sun all day. It's good to spend around 15 minutes. However, what I'm really trying to stress to you is that sunlight is very important for you. And sunscreen, you can still find an organic sunscreen. However, most of these companies, they have ingredients in the sunscreen that are absolutely horrible for you. They're going to destroy your health. So you must be very careful of what you actually put onto your skin and stop being so afraid of the sun because that is very important to improve your vitamin D levels, and it's been shown by many, many, many studies that the higher your vitamin D, the higher your testosterone. Another thing that people don't know is that even if it's cloudy outside, you're still getting sunlight. So you must just go outside, even if it's like 10 to 15 minutes a day. And if it's cloudy, you're still going to get sunlight because, I mean, think about it. If you could see outside, there's light. And the sun is giving that light. So you're still getting sunlight onto your skin. The only time that there is no sunlight outside is when it's completely dark. Then there's obviously no sunlight. But when it's cloudy outside, still go outside because you're still getting vitamin D from the sun. The next thing that's very important is your diet. You basically just want to avoid any harmful ingredients. I mean, the reason why I truly did study all these ingredients and really put a lot of focus into it. When I go to the grocery store, I'm telling you, I do not purchase something without looking at the ingredient list first. Even if it looks healthy, like I said, a lot of these companies, they'll try to market it as healthy. But then when you take a look in the bag, there's a bunch of seed oils and garbage BS that's going to affect you. If it has a large ingredient list, don't put it into your body. It doesn't make sense because, like I said, we always want to compare ourselves to the men of 100 years ago even, because they had higher testosterone than us. Yet what they didn't have is foods that had full of garbage, BS, harmful ingredients that are going to affect you. Anything that is artificial, anything that is processed, anything like that is not good for you. So stop consuming all this garbage like Oreos, chips, fast food. That's what I used to consume all day, and that's why my testosterone was so low. And it's probably still why my testosterone is suffering from all these years of buildup of garbage foods. Another thing, please don't listen to a lot of these fitness influencers. You see them doing the 10,000 calorie challenge, or you see them promoting this one supplement brand. All of this stuff is so bad for you. And the reason, I'm not saying that protein and all that stuff is bad that they're trying to promote, but it's the ingredients in that protein. All of their protein powders that they're promoting have artificial sugars, have gums, have all these harmful things for you. So while they try to market it as something that's going to help you build muscle, what it's really doing to you is destroying your health. Think of your body as a car. The better fuel you put into it, the better it will be. So, I mean, you pretty much know all of the good diet advice. Just get 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Good types of protein, not the ones that have artificial sugars into it. Avoid sugar. Anything sugar is like the killer, a poison to your body. And avoid garbage carbs. That's really all you need to do. Just look for single ingredient foods. Improve your diet. Your testosterone will also improve after that. Okay, so the next thing that you need to do is kind of just think that you have high testosterone. Now, I know this is going to sound skeptical to a lot of people. However, really think about it. Your brain is very powerful. I mean, there's a reason why there's such thing called a placebo effect. For example, in Dr. Andrew Huberman podcast, he said that two ladies were given a milkshake. One of them was told that this milkshake is like a protein milkshake and is very good for you, and the other one said that it's just a normal milkshake. The study found that these two people, when they consumed the milkshake, their bodies reacted differently. The one that was told it was healthy didn't have an insulin spike, and their body basically reacted in a way as if they actually did take a healthy protein milkshake. And the other one, of course, their body reacted in a negative way. The insulin spiked, they gained probably some fat from it and all of that stuff. So what I'm trying to explain to you is your mind is extremely powerful. So of course, if you're telling yourself every day, I have low testosterone, I feel the symptoms of low testosterone, your mind is going to act in accordance with that. So what you must do is tell yourself, I have high testosterone. Constantly tell yourself throughout the day. And whenever you see a symptom of high testosterone, tell yourself, yeah, this is because I have high testosterone. I know it sounds fake. I'm going to give it a try as well, because I'm telling you, like, I really do believe that the mind controls your reality. When you constantly repeat something to yourself, it is only a matter of time until it becomes true. You overall just want to be a healthy person. And now there are a few supplements like ashwagandha and Tunga Ali that could help you. But right now I'm just trying to master the basics, and then later down the line in the future I could start to bring these into my life. But really just focus on the basics. Diet, sleep, also exercise is very good for you. You need to lift weights. I left that out because it's pretty obvious these days that you must lift weights, and it's going to bring a lot of benefits. However, one thing that I have not been doing and that I do need to include more is cardio. Cardio is very good for you, good for your cardiovascular system, and also good to lower your body fat, which both will improve your testosterone. Remember that more testosterone makes your life 100 times better. So while all these men have low testosterone, this is your chance to improve your testosterone and destroy them at any competition. That's all for this video. If you want to check out my free 7-day guide to control, I highly recommend you check that out, because that will help you so much in improving your life. But that's all for this one. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you.